speaks his phone and he starts the camera as well. 1 minute I go. And yes, a very good afternoon. You're very welcome to Walsh Park this afternoon. The setting for a big double header in the JJ Cavan & Sons County Minor Football Championship. It's the Division 2 final to get proceedings underway here at a chilly Waterford City venue with a shower there a while ago, but thankfully that has cleared now. There is a strong breeze blowing around, but it's dry at the moment, and we're looking forward to this eagerly awaited decider, which pits De La Salle up against St. Pat's in the Division 2 decider. Of course, De La Salle defeated St. Pat's a couple of weeks ago in Clayboy in their group meeting, but it's a different day, different occasion this afternoon, and the match referee Owen Morrissey from Erin's Own has just performed the toss there with the respective captains. So we'll take you through the team lineups. De La Salle, first of all, they defeated St. Mary's in a very hard fought semi-final last Sunday in St. Saviour's, while St. Pat's got the better of Tremor in Lemmy Bryan last Sunday afternoon. So De La Salle, two changes from their team that was listed per programme. It's Jack Hennessy between the posts, a full backline of Ben O'Neill, Daniel Goff and Niall Dawson. Jack Douglas, JJ Cahill and Rory Wimbury make up the half backline. Lorna Porca then wearing number 22 is Oisin Power. He replaces Jack Kavanagh. He's partnered by Sam Cheevers. It's Luke Winkle, Conor Keane on the 40. Of course, Conor played minor hurling, of course, with Waterford this year, had a great campaign with the Dacia. And number 18, Rhys Morgan comes in place of Jack Toomey, who's a big loss to De La Salle in the half forward line. And the inside trio for the Grace Dew men this afternoon: Dylan Quinlan Marr at 13, Daniel Lawler at the edge of the square, and number 15 is Jack Jacob. For St. Pat's then, they line out as follows, with Aina Drohan between the posts, a full backline of Micheál Byrne, Owen Flavin and Colin Ryan. Owen Flavin, one of three Flavin brothers on the St. Pat's team this afternoon. Liam Dukes, Alex Pettit at 6, Captain Aferna and John Power make up the half backline. It's David Butler and Mark Power teaming up Lorna Porca. The half forward line: Adam Daly wears 10, Shawnee Flavin on the 40 at 11, and Dara Devine wears number 12. And the inside line for St. Pat's this afternoon: Jake Tutty wears 13, Tyg Flavin at number 14, and number 15 is Luke Nagel. As mentioned, our rator this afternoon is Owen Morrissey from the Erin's Own Club in Waterford City. Big afternoon for Owen Morrissey. Busy day for all the referees, of course, and Owen, of course, has taken charge of Stradbally and Kilmac Thomas in the Senior Football Championship relegation playoff. That's another game we'll have live here on Clubber TV later on this afternoon. His linesmen: Desi O'Leary, also from Erin's Own, and Sean Hennebury from Rathgormack. So the teams ready to take their positions. It looks like St. Pat's are going to be playing from right to left in this opening half. So De La Salle are going to be playing with wind advantage in the opening half into the city end of Walsh Park, but dry so far. Eddie Mulligan down there, the De La Salle manager, just chatting to the county secretary Pat Flynn. Everything is in order and we're ready to go here in Walsh Park. St. Pat's led, of course, by former Waterford ladies football stalwart Olivia Butler, as she is now managing the St. Pat's team. Former Waterford ladies football great All-Ireland medals with Waterford and indeed with Ballymacarbery. So Olivia done a lot of work with this particular group. Maurice Butler involved in the background, along with Con Daly, Noel Power, and of course Colin Dunford as well in there. Colin will be well known, of course. So we're ready to rock here in Walsh Park. Everything seems to be in order, and we're looking forward to this Division 2 final. It's another bumper weekend of action. De La Salle with a couple of positional changes. I see Daniel Lawler straight away has gone out to midfield. Shawnee Flavin has gone out to midfield, and Owen Morrissey gets this Division 2 minor football final underway straight away from the throw in. It's De La Salle winning possession. Sam Cheevers bends his back, gets down over this ball momentarily. Took his time to get over it, but had support there in the shape of Rory Wimbury. Route one ball inside. De La Salle playing direct football inside into the inside line. This could be dangerous. Jack Jacob trying to get in his hands, lays it off as far as Conor Keane. The centre forward has it on the edge of the the D. Conor Keane, one look at the post, effort from Conor Keane, it's high, it's on target and over the bar. What a start from De La Salle. 20 seconds on the clock, over the bar from Conor Keane. Lovely swift movement. Keane backed himself, one look at the post, he fires it over the bar off his right foot, so it's first blood to De La Salle. Lee Hayes, of course, I see with him involved on the sideline there, former De La Salle great, of course. Super effort there by Lee Hayes, or by Conor Keane, of course. I don't think Lee Hayes will pass for the minor grade. That's just Éanna Drone's kick out there. You can see the wind is going to be a big factor this afternoon, because that one just carried all the way out and over the sideline. De La Salle mounting another attack inside as far as Reece Morgan, the substitute who started this afternoon. Ball inside, could be very dangerous. Ball is palmed in, back in again. Cleared off the line there by St. Pat's. They got across there and got a boot to it. That could have been very, very dangerous. I think Owen Morrissey is going to come back for the free though. And that could have been very, very dangerous as well. De La Salle looking very menacing in the early stages here, running at the St. Pat's rear guard. And the St. Pat's management team, I think they're maybe thinking about bringing a player back the field. Tyke Flavin, who's one of three Flavin brothers, as we mentioned, on the St. Pat's team, looks to be maybe coming out, because De La Salle have that strong wind. And certainly with that breeze, one feels you'd want to be maybe certainly a few points in front, or have a bit of a lead heading to the dressing rooms at half time. 2 minutes gone here in Walsh Park, and it's a chance for De La Salle to extend their lead. This should be bread and butter for the De La Salle centre forward. That's Conor Keane off his right leg. It's 2 in a row for Conor Keane. He's got one from play, he's got one from a free. Very good start by the Grace Shoe side. Of course, they're going for a double this afternoon, having won the minor hurling title in some style a couple of weeks back, denying Ballygunner 5 county titles in a row, so he'll be happy with that particular start. So that's on target. 2 points to no score. Early lead for De La Salle. Spectators still making their way in here to Walsh Park this afternoon. Kick out comes long for St. Pat's, trying to get their hands on the ball, but De La Salle, they're sharp, they're first to the ball, and they're well on top in the early exchanges. Rory Wimbrey tries to bend his back, but St. Pat's have their hands on the ball for literally the first time this afternoon. That's David Butler, challenged strongly there, and Butler comes across there. He's fouled, says the referee. Pat Flynn trying to just make sure everything is organised on the side, and the kick pass forward there by Mark Power was telegraphed momentarily there, and St. Pat's trying to get this ball back, bending his back there and winning it back for Pat's as the wing forward. That's Adam Daly trying to literally wriggle his way out of that challenge there, but the ball hits the deck and De La Salle win it back there going forward. They have plenty of energy, plenty of pace. Speaking of pace, no one better than Daniel Lord pushes it inside as far as Dylan Quinlan Maher, who's not going to be missing those green boots this afternoon. He's pulled back there, needless foul there. Owen Flavin, deeming to be the guilty party on that occasion, just pulls him back, and that's going to be a free into De La Salle. Lee Hayes, of course, on the line with Joe Keane as well, of course, dad of Conor, of course, and Don Lawler and Eddie Mulligan, the Banish door. So this is a free kick, another free kick for Conor Keane. Socks up from Conor this afternoon. He has him up for the football, he doesn't have him up for the hurling, so obviously that's a trait that he's happy enough to do. This free kick drops in very dangerously. St. Pat's trying to win it back there. Liam Dukes getting over this ball. That's good play by Liam. Out he comes off his right leg. Punt kicks the ball forward. Can it stay in play? Very close to the sideline. Almost kept in play there by Mark Power, but just out over the line, says Sean Hennebury there, the Rathgormack man on the sideline. Busy day for Rathgormack, of course. They're in action in the intermediate grade this afternoon. Of course, don't forget we have senior football quarter-final action coming live from St. Mollerins this evening. That's the clash of Rathgormack and Portlaw, that all-Eastern affair coming up live from 10 to 7 this evening. Right now it's all about the minor football though. Dylan Quinlan Maher going forward, bit of a loose pass inside, well taken out of it there, or well intercepted by St. Pat's. Back there reading the situation, but in turn they give it away. Loose passing there for St. Pat's. They could be punished here by Conor Keane. There's a loose man over off his left leg. It's an unorthodox enough pass, but it reaches the intended target. Now, is there an end product? De La Salle would like to think so. There certainly is indeed. That's a good score from De La Salle. A well worked move there. St. Pat's coughing up possession in their own backline, punished by De La Salle, and it looks like it is possibly Luke Winkle, I think, who's got that, the number 10 on the far side. I think it is indeed, yeah. We're certainly going to give him that one. I'm sure the viewers at home can judge that one as well, particularly the De La Salle fans. Luke Winkle gets his first point of this county final, coming to you live, of course, here from Walsh Park this afternoon. Don't forget the Division 1 final is coming up at 2:30. That's the clash of familiar foes, Balnacourty and Galtier. Diagonal ball from Mark Power across as far as David Butler. This is the one player St. Pat's want on the ball. Oh, he tried to tread it through there, but the pass was telegraphed there. Two De La Salle fellas almost taking each other out of it there, but De La Salle have the all-important football back. Ball booted down the line. David Butler reading the situation well. That's good play by David. Dylan Quillan Maher comes across to challenge him, but the ball is back back in the shape of Mark Power. Evades that first challenge. Good play by Mark, looking for options going forward. Referee says play on. Ooh, met hard there and fair. He has an advantage coming here, and Tyke Flavin will try and counteract that advantage. Referee says that advantage is now over though, and St. Pat's lose possession. De La Salle, there's plenty of strength and plenty of pace in their team. Speaking of pace, Conor Keane is one of those players coming across there. The tackle is a bit over the top from Alex Pettit there, and Alex and Conor Keane having a good duel there. Alex, of course, member of the Waterford minor football panel earlier on the season, although he didn't miss that campaign. Shawnee Flavin, of course, was captain of the Waterford minor team earlier on this season in the Munster Championship. De La Salle go route one. Here's Daniel Lawler, diagonal ball off the outside of the boot, inside as far as the corner forward. That's Jack Jacob, player pace to burn. They lead 3 points to no score, but they have the aid of a very strong breeze in this opening half. Oh, Jacob, that's I'm not sure whether it was a pass or obviously an intended pass, but it didn't go according to plan. David Butler wasn't reading that script. Intercepted by St. Pat. So good tackling by De La Salle, good disciplined tackling to win it back, and the ball kicked forward. Intercepted again momentarily by St. Pat's. So De La Salle have their hands back on the ball. They have an advantage coming here from Owen Morrissey. They could well profit from this. The ball is with the full forward. That man is Daniel Lawler. Lawler with the effort, and Lawler kicks that one wide, just the wrong side of the posts, and De La Salle will be a little bit disappointed with that, but they're doing the early pressing, they're doing the early running in the opening 7 minutes or so here in Walsh Park. Nice crowd in here as well, plenty of parents and plenty of club personnel here from the St. Pat's side as well, from the Colligan and Kilgobna clubs, enjoying the fair here this afternoon. They've had a great campaign in this Division 2 Championship. Beat Tremor in the semi-final last week. De La Salle taking the mark there. Daniel Lawler, route one ball inside. Oh, this one could be dangerous if De La Salle can get their hands on it. It's Conor Keane has been absolutely everywhere for De La Salle in the opening 7 minutes or so. Owen Flavin comes across the challenge. Good play by Conor Keane. Seemed to be an illegal hand pass there, but the referee says it's okay. This could be dangerous. De La Salle trying to break that line. Well intercepted there though. Well done by Alex Pettit, the St. Pat's captain, looking for a bit of leadership. Alex is one man who can certainly provide that. In fact, it's David Butler, who's driving out with that ball out as far as Mark Power. Seemed to be pushed in the back, but he can't get over the ball. It's his other brother then, John Power, to the rescue. John, of course, was joint captain there of the recent under 15 hurling team. St. Pat's winning that county final, of course, beating Cushbreed in the decider. Owen Flavin gets down over this ball. He seems to be pushing the back. Yes, says Owen Morrissey. Does well to win that ball, and St. Pat's will just be hoping to stay in this game and just keep themselves alive, and I suppose be in the game going into the dressing room at half time, because that wind is, might be able to see it on your screens there, but just looking at the flags underneath us as well, it's a very strong breeze here in Walsh Park, favouring De La Salle in this opening half. St. Pat's, they haven't got the ball into that inside line yet. They brought out Tyke Flavin, kick pass inside again, that's given away. De La Salle with possession back. Rory Wimbrey, who's been very impressive in this opening half, in as far as Dylan Quinn Lamar went to try and control that one with his boot, but St. Pat's were there in numbers. David Butler fails to get over the ball. Oh, lovely pick up there. Chip up by Keane, the centre forward, onto Dylan Quinlan Marr. He is a runner off him if he needs him. He doesn't need support. He goes route one inside. Well gathered by Aina Drone. That's good goalkeeping by Aina. And off his right leg tries to find John Power far overside. Bypasses John. Going to be picked up by Luke Winkle, who has a point so far. John Power doing well, standing him up. But De La Salle looking very composed, looking very eager in this opening couple of minutes. And Owen Morrissey spots an infringement there. That's going to be a free for the City side. 3 points to no score. 8.5 minutes gone. Crowd gathering in, certainly the crowd well wrapped up here. Is a pretty chilly afternoon here in Walsh Park for this minor football double header, and they could even get better here for De La Salle as they go forward. Effort comes in, and it's gone wide there from Daniel Goff, believe it or not, the fullback, who was way up the field, had his effort there, and somehow he managed to miss it. Very unlucky there from Daniel Goff, but St. Pat's won't be happy with how far he got up the field there on that occasion. In fact, it's the wing back Rory Wimbrey who had that effort there, very, very close there to rattling the back of the net. Daniel Goff, I think it was Daniel Goff, on that occasion, being marked by Mark Power at the minute. Ball down top of Shawnee Flavin. Shawnee beaten to this ball. Rory Wimbrey wins it back for De La Salle. Here's Sam Cheevers. Pop pass inside. Dylan Quillamar gives it back to Cheevers. There's an opening here for De La Salle. Inside, as far as the new man in, that's Reese Morgan. Morgan with the effort in. A drone comes out. He boots it out. He had to get it away, clear the danger. It's going to be a line ball for De La Salle, but again, for De La Salle, but St. Pat's really opened up there. Direct running by De La Salle, and so far it's yielding dividends. Dylan Quinlan Marr going to take this line ball for Eddie Mulligan's charges. St. Pat's just struggling to get their hands on the ball in the opening 10 minutes, but they are working hard, but still it's only 3 points in the modern game, I suppose, isn't too much. That's a push in the back, a needless foul there. Mark Power the guilty party on that occasion. So it's Daniel Lawler, diagonal ball off the outside of the right boot. This will be dangerous. Ball is inside and the ball is in the net. Goal for De La Salle. It's the first goal of this county final. They deserved it from their play. Lawler with the ball across, diagonal ball, and it's the number 10 Luke Winkle who gets his fist to the ball. Back of the net, opening goal of this county final goes to De La Salle. Brilliant ball inside. Winkle was first to react to it and he palms the ball into the net. 1-1 now for the wing forward. And De La Salle lead by 6. Aina Drone with the kick out. St. Pat's one feels and need a score just to settle themselves down. And it's Micheál Byrne with this kick upfield as far as the wing forward. That's Adam Daly. Adam showing well for this ball. On now as far as Tyke Flavin. Now there's an opening for Tyke's brother Shawnee. The Flavins combining. Shawnee off his left leg, puts the ball into the corner. In as far as Jake Tutty, player with plenty of pace, tries to get down over this ball. Good play by Jake. He needs options though. Goes back out as far as Adam Daly. Adam back in as far as Dara Devine. First time we've seen Dara in action this afternoon. It's a looping enough ball back as far as John Power goes over the head of John Power though, and it's picked up once again by De La Salle. Daniel Lawler back there. They're a strongly built team, De La Salle. Ball down in as far as Dylan Quillan-Marr. Out in front of him there is David Butler. Dylan hits the deck there. Referee says play on. Good play by St. Pat's, getting their hands on it. Mark Power has it back for the western side. In as far as Liam Dukes. There's another runner off him. Here's David Butler. Butler trying to go forward. De La Salle, plenty of bodies back there. Still Butler going forward. He has an advantage accruing here and the referee is going to come back for the free. That's a bit better from St. Pat's. Butler winning the free there. Referee was playing an advantage. So it's going to be a free in for St. Pat's and a chance for them to open their account here in this afternoon's county final. Coming to you live, of course, here on from Walsh Park Clubber TV, all in association with Cumann Classquail Port Lorga. 12 minutes gone. St. Pat's yet to register. De La Salle 1-3 on the board, and it's going to be Mark Power who's going to take this effort. Kicking into the Keens Road goal here in Walsh Park. Mark off his right leg. Mark with the effort, and it's the opening score of the afternoon for St. Pat's. It may have taken 12 minutes playing against the elements in the opening 30, but they'll be happy to get their scores on the board, and that's one thing St. Pat's will be hoping to do, is get David Butler and company on the ball, because he's certainly well capable of running at defenders and drew that foul nicely, so he'll be happy with that one. Kick out going to come from Jack Hennessy in the goal for De La Salle. Just looking at the tricolour over there in the dressing room side, and that's blowing quite strongly. There's a push in the back there. It's John Power who seems to be fouled there, so the referee says free to St. Pat's. Dara Devine just hands that ball off to the aforementioned Mark Power, who just kicked that free. Mark goes route one right down the throat though of the De La Salle defence. They're back there in plenty of numbers. That's good play by De La Salle. There's a foul in there as well. De La Salle getting on with it quickly. They have plenty of bodies, plenty of pace. Good tackle in there. Shawnee Flavin got the hands in there. Good tackling there. In fact, it was Mark Power did well. Momentarily overturned it. Now St. Pat's have overturned it. Here's Liam Dukes. Kicks it long. Was he seemed to be caught there after that, but O'Morrissey doesn't agree, and De La Salle have it back. It's Daniel Goff in as far as Dylan Quillan-Marr. There's a man downside. Dylan Quillan-Marr has gone inside. Good play here by the number 13. De La Salle mounting another attack. Oh, ball inside to the full forward. This time it's Daniel Lawler. Lawler back as far as Alex Goff. They're throwing the ball around well. This time it's Conor Keane, the one man they want on the ball. Oh, lovely bounce inside by Conor Keane. He's literally stops there because he knew he had the free coming. Conor Keane, it's going to be a free into De La Salle. Owen Morrissey saying no need of fouling there. Just literally, I think he knew the free was coming, so elected to just stop for a minute. And is Tyke Flavin maybe going to be spoken to here by the referee? Not sure was there. It is, yeah, it's a yellow card for Tyke Flavin, so, or sorry, for Owen Flavin, one of 3 Flavins as we mentioned on the St. Pat's team. See, Conor Keane is going to line up this one, and Conor Keane is going to get his 3rd point of this county final. That's good shooting by the centre half forward. Something St. Pat's can ill afford to do is concede frees to Conor Keane, and it's De La Salle continuing to do the early running here. 1-4 to a point. 14 minutes gone in the opening half. Just a reminder as well, with more live action coming throughout the day here on Clubber TV this afternoon is a big relegation dogfight in Lemmy Bryan at 3:30. Stradley Kilmac-Thomas live from the Kilrossendale venue, also live at 3:30. The second game here in Walsh Park this afternoon, that's the minor A final between Galtier and Balnacourty, and then later this evening the Clubber TV cameras will be in Carrickbeg for the senior football quarter final between Rathcormac and indeed Portlaw, that all Eastern clash. Right now St. Pat's going forward. David Butler prods it on well in as far as Jake Tutty. Oh, Jake fails to bend his back. He pulls it the first time, but it goes over the bar. He'll take it, I'm sure. Good score there by St. Pat's. Good movement. Butler inside to Jake Tutty. He missed the pick up on the first occasion, swung a boot at it, and there was enough on it to carry it over the crossbar and over the bar. So 1-4 to 2 points. First score to come from play from St. Pat's. Hopefully that one will settle them down from St. Pat's point of view. De La Salle with those late changes as well, just to remind you of those. Oisin Power in place of Jack Kavanagh, and Reese Morgan in place of Jack Toomey. David Butler just looking to knife through that De La Salle defence. Easier said than done. Inside as far as Tadhg Flavin. Tadhg has possession off his left leg. Oh, well blocked. What a tackle there. Great work there by De La Salle. Great defending. St. Pat's trying to play their best to win that ball back. Mark Power trying to win it back. Good play by Power. Getting there ahead of Rory Wimbrey. Things just beginning to hot up in the last couple of minutes. Power goes in there and he slid in on that ball there, and Owen Morrissey says the ball wasn't taken from the correct position. It was Oisín Power with the block there. What a block that was. Textbook defending there, right on the left leg of Tadhg Flavin. JJ Cahill is going to take this one. He's a big man, the centre back, has the head strap there, but Rory Wimbrey going to take this one. Looking for options. Oh, off his right leg. That's a poor enough delivery because it was tended maybe for Alex Goff. Didn't reach Daniel Goff, and St. Pat's can get possession. Dara Devine, Shawnee Flavin. Off to the brother Tadhg. Shawnee continuing his run. Tadhg in possession, trying to go by Rory Wimbrey there. De La Salle, though, they're strongly built, and Rory Wimbrey wins that duel there. Seems to be tugged back there, but the referee is happy enough to leave play on. De La Salle just booted clear, but only into the path of David Butler, who picks it straight off the ground there, right under the nose of the referee. Simple mistake. Just a simple error there by David, and errors you don't want to be making on county final day. De La Salle will want to make profit from this. Jack Jacob in possession. They lead on that scoreboard 1-4 to 2 points. Jacob is going forward. Foul there by Colin Ryan. Colin, of course, also one of the giant captains in the recent St. Pat's under 15 hurling team. Just the judging there to have just caught Jack Jacob, and here's another chance for Conor Keane. He's got 4 points so far this afternoon for De La Salle, going for number 5, and it's gone outside and wide from Conor Keane on that occasion. You certainly would have backed him, but went the wrong side of the post on that occasion. So 17 minutes gone. It's 1-4 to De La Salle, 2 points to St. Pat's. And Éanna Drone is going to prepare this kick out for the Western men. Off his right leg, down on top of the St. Pat's. Shawnee Flavin trying to win it back there. Good fist on the ball there, and the ball just bounces away there from Daniel Lawler into the path of Mark Power, who goes route 1 inside as far as Luke Nagel. Luke trying to get his hands on the ball, just seems to be shrugged off that one there. Oisín Power is looking very, very composed and very, very tidy in that De La Salle defence. Out he comes. St. Pat's trying to lay a would-be hand on him, but it's De La Salle were breaking forward again. Plenty of pace here, but Daniel Lawler just took his eye off that one. Well read there by the St. Pat's centre back Alex Pettit, showing a bit of captain's leadership there. And St. Pat's now on the attack. David Butler off his right leg, inside as far as Nagel. If he can get this in his hand, could be dangerous. Does well, knocks it down as far as Adam Daly. Adam is turning and twisting. Can he get the room to swing the leg at this one? What a tackle there by De La Salle, again getting the hand in. This time it's Daniel Goff. Great defending there by De La Salle. That's a couple of times they've turned over St. Pat's when they've gone forward. What a block that is there. This time it's Liam Dukes. Great blocking there from both sides. The skills here really in evidence in this county final here. It's maybe bitterly cold, it's windy, but it's far from windy, I can tell you, out there on the pitch. And De La Salle go diagonal with this ball. What a ball over there. Brilliant ball by the full forward Daniel Lawler, and it could well work out for De La Salle. They're looking for a free. Referee says play on. It's Luke Winkle. The man has got 1-1 so far. Into another danger man. That's Conor Keane. Lovely balance and control by Conor. Still Conor Keane going forward. This one could be very, very dangerous. Still Conor Keane. He's pulled down there, and it's going to be another free in for De La Salle. And Conor Keane. Alex Pettit is the guilty party on this occasion. The St. Pat's captain just gets a bit of a word there from Owen Morrissey, and it's a yellow card there for Alex Pettit. That's two of the St. Pat's central defenders now, full-back and centre-back, on yellow cards, which they're going to have to be careful about. Conor Keane will take this one all day long. I'm sure he's going to take due care over this one, going for his 4th point of this county final, and he fires it over the bar. Number 4 for Conor Keane. It's 1-5 for De La Salle, 2 points now for St. Pat's. 19 minutes gone in the opening half. Olivia Butler just and Hannah Power involved in the backroom team there, just getting a bit of words of encouragement into the St. Pat's troops. Hannah also on first aid duty with St. Pat's here this afternoon, breaking ball far side. Jack Douglas is there. St. Pat's have plenty of bodies over there on that occasion, and winning that ball. Oh, it's off the ground, is it? Seems to be off the ground there by Dara Devine, just unlucky on that occasion. Dara, of course, played a key role in the St. Pat's hurling victory recently in that under 15 county final, but it's all about the big ball this afternoon. St. Pat's have had a great run in this campaign, but so far De La Salle are up for this game, and it could get more Worse for St. Pat's here until Quinlan Maher fires it into the back of the net. Second goal for De La Salle. He was left unmarked inside, which you can ill afford to do. Turned onto his trusty left boot and bangs it in past Dana Drowan. Second goal for De La Salle in this county final. That's the first to come from Quinlan Maher, the corner forward. No doubt his dad Frank will be happy with that one. Line ball to De La Salle. They have the momentum. They have their tails up, and they're now leading by 2-5 to 2 points. Daniel Lawler is in no particular hurry to take this one. He's going to go off the outside of the right boot. I think again the number 14 played a key role for De La Salle in their hurling victory as well. Of course they are going for a double here this afternoon as well. In as far as Rory Wimbrey. Oh, lovely bit of balance and control by Rory just to take it back inside. De La Salle have runners. Rory Wimbrey continued his run. He's trying to go through a wall of St. Pat's jerseys there. St. Pat's have the bodies back there. He still manages to get the kick away out as far as Conor Keane being faced up by Shawnee Flavin. Good play by Conor. Goes all the way back. Oh, Shawnee does well to intercept it. That's good play by Shawnee Flavin. Still Conor Keane on the ball for De La Salle. They're composed, they're looking comfortable, and they're playing with confidence. They beat St. Mary's, of course, last week in the semi-final. That's another free in there for De La Salle. Conor Keane just doing very well, just drawing the frees every time, running at the defence. And so far, Eddie Mulligan just looking at Joe Keane and Lee Hayes and indeed Don Lawler down there. They'll be very, very happy with their display in the opening half. Having said that, they are with the aid of a very strong breeze. And Conor Keane is hoping to add to De La Salle's tally. Off his right leg, dangerous ball inside. Liam Dukes back there for St. Pat's. He goes route one, but only right down to De La Salle again, and they have the ball back. It's wave after wave of attack from De La Salle. Ball inside as far as Conor Keane steps on that occasion though. It's a bit better disciplined defending there from St. Pat's on that occasion, and they have a chance to hopefully from their point of view get some scores on the board before they head to the dressing rooms at half time in what's a pretty windswept Walsh Park. Ball down as far as Adam Daly. Brilliant defending once again. It's Oisin Power there, but Oisin only knocks it away as far as another Power. This time it's John Power on the St. Pat's side, back as far as his brother Mark. Good play by Mark, turning and twisting. He needs support. Still Mark Power there. Ball goes out over the line. Line ball, says Desi O'Leary on the far side, the Aaron Zone official. Vastly experienced official, of course, from the same club as the Ray Tour, Aaron Zone. That's Owen Morrissey. Big well done to Aaron Zone ladies footballers, of course, and their great win in the Munster Championship last weekend. That's another trip there from St. Pat's, and Dara Devine, the guilty party on this occasion. Diagonal ball across as far as Dylan Quinlan Maher. Got that goal a few moments ago. Foul on Liam Dukes, who's battled hard in the defence for De La Salle this afternoon. Pettit goes along with this one. Down as far as Flavin, can't get his hand in this, or Adam Daly. Luke Nagel comes in to challenge. Rory Wimbrey back there as well. De La Salle have it. Daniel Goff trying to drive out the ball. Still Daniel Goff down over the top there. Needless fouling again from St. Pat's. They won't be happy with the amount of frees they've conceded in this first half. They won't be happy with the scoreboard either. 2-5 to 2 points on that. De La Salle going forward. They have possession. Oh, Quinlan Maher is loose once again. He's got a goal so far, but this one is well read inside. Good defending there by St. Pat's, and this time it's Micheál Byrne, who went all the way back, bypassed the first pass there, and it's booted clear in the end there by Owen Flavin, who had no other option because he just wanted to clear his lines. De La Salle trying to get down over. Well won on the far side though by Dara Devine, and St. Pat's have it back. Good play by Dara, goes back as far as Power. Good play by John. Mark Power trying to get his head up. There's very little movement inside. Forward to John Power. It's up into the air. It's I suppose what they call the hospital pass, isn't it, in Gaelic football? De La Salle thought they were getting a free there. Referee says otherwise. Mark Power going forward. He has an advantage. And there's none accruing there. Mark just getting a bit frustrated there. That was a high tackle there, but Owen Morrissey spotted that there was an advantage being played. I see Don Lawler just gone on there to give a bit of encouragement there to his De La Salle troops. We'll follow the play in as far as David Butler. Power leaves it back for Butler, who just tries to boot it forward. Does boot it forward. Could work out here for St. Pat's. Ball inside, and it was Tyke Flavin who was lurking in there. Ball came across the Tyke. He needs to get down over this ball though, and does that. That's good play by the full forward. Good play by the teenager. Going forward. Inside to Luke Nagel. Nagel with the effort, and it's a goal for St. Pat's. They certainly needed that. It was unorthodox in the build-up, but Luke Nagel was in around the square there. Ball came across, and Luke Nagel, no better man in that position. It's just what the doctor ordered from St. Pat's point of view. Fires it into the net. That's one they certainly required, and Luke Nagel is the man who pops up. He's got some big scores in this championship. Good hurler, good footballer, and illustrated it there. That could be a big moment. Is it the moment that St. Pat's can haul themselves back into this county final, because they've been certainly second best for this opening 25 minutes or so. Shawnee Flavin just loses the ball, but it's booted forward by St. Pat's, with Daniel Goff was reading that script and drives it along, putting De La Salle back on the attack. Well played by Alex Pettit, the St. Pat's captain, winning this duel with Connor Keane going forward off his left leg. Oh, right down the throat there. Rory Wimbrey just intercepts the ball, but he boots it forward. Now there's acres of space here. Again, the marking pretty slack from St. Pat's point of view. In as far as Lawler goes route one, diagonal ball outside of the boot. Oh, bypasses Colin Ryan inside as far as Jacob. Excuse me. If he can get down over this one, this could be dangerous. Colin Ryan doing his best, standing him up, keeps pushing him out. Good defending by the St. Pat's cornerback De La Salle, trying to get room to swing a leg at this one. Luke Winkle 1-1 so far. Winkle going forward off the right leg. Winkle's effort has gone in. It's gone wide, says the umpire there. Good defending there by St. Pat's. Didn't foul on that occasion, stood him up, and that's going to be a kick out for St. Pat's, who've just come more and more into it as well in the past couple of minutes. Half time as well in the Waterford Junior Camogie County Final taking place at the SETU Arena. Portlaw leading Abbey side by 1-6 to a point. Ava Fitzpatrick with 1-3 there for Portlaw, who are trying to win that title, of course, for the last number of years. There is a substitution there for De La Salle. It's an early sub for them, and into the team comes number 17 Jake O'Halloran, and it's number 18 Reese Morgan who's come off for De La Salle. Route 1 from St. Pat's, but it's only right down the throat of where Rory Wimbrey is situated. He's got his hands on an awful lot of ball in the early in this entire half even. Lawler going forward, St. Pat or De La Salle. That pass there from Jack Douglas just didn't go according to plan there, but that kick from St. Pat's didn't go according to plan either. Line ball, the far side ball is in the bank where there's a couple of people just braving the elements over there. So it's 27 minutes gone, 2-5 to 1-2. De La Salle leading on that scoreboard. We are expecting a few showers this afternoon. Thankfully so far though, it's a good afternoon for football, although that wind is picking up. Mark Power got the ball there off Shawnee Flavin. Power going forward, looking for support. Still Mark Power. In as far as Butler, still David Butler. If he can get in the end of this one, it's booted clear there by De La Salle. Good defending by them. Wimbrey tries to win it back there, gets the boot there ahead of Shawnee Flavin, fails to get over this ball though. Shawnee does well, he stood him up, he was disciplined, and he has the ball back for St. Pat's. Butler in support, lays it off as far as the younger brother Tig going forward, looking for runners in as far as Adam Daly. Well taken off him though, well taken there by De La Salle. They've overturned St. Pat's on a couple of occasions in this first half, and this is where they're dangerous, is breaking at pace. Jack Jacob on as far as Lawler, the full forward, playing a very deep role, although he's in midfield for De La Salle. Still Daniel Lawler going forward. John Power coming across the challenge. He has support here from the new man in. That's Jake O'Halloran. Jake going forward off his right leg. Jake with the effort. That looks superb. That is brilliant from Jake O'Halloran. It's literally his first touch since he's come onto the field. He has that wind advantage, but he still had to float that ball over. That's a superb kick. 2-6 to 1-2. De La Salle lead. 28 minutes gone. We'll get an indication, I'm sure, of what's going to be added on in the opening half, but that was a super kick there by the substitution just on for Reese Morgan, literally with a couple of minutes, and he floats over a superb score. 2-6-1-2. De La Salle lead in a draw, in no particular hurry with this kick out. St. Pat's will be hoping just to maybe get into the dressing room, concede no further scores before half time. De La Salle will be hoping to keep that scoreboard ticking. Liam Dukes wins that break, hand pass across, a bit loose though. Jack Cahill is going to win it there. It's a hefty duel there between Cahill and Power there, but they're two strong men, they're two good sportsmen, and very very gingerly both players pick themselves up. De La Salle have it back. Connor Keane, the centre forward, dictating the play there on the 40, in as far as Lawler again out in front of his man Alex Pettit. Alex loses his foot and Lawler going forward for De La Salle. Hand pass inside in as far as Quinlan Marr. He's got one goal so far. Is he thinking about a second? It's still in. Quinlan Marr for De La Salle, fires it in, fires it over the bar. 1-1 now for the corner forward. Good move by De La Salle. There was an end product with that one as well. Dylan Quinlan Marr off the left leg, over the bar it goes. And that's a super score. I think I saw 2 minutes of additional time there signalled by the referee. Eddie Mulligan and 2-7-1-2. Quinlan Marr 1-1 for Luke Winkle as well for De La Salle in the half forward line. Kick out comes for Aina Drowan, breaking ball. Wimbrey winning this ball back again. John Power comes across to win it back. That's great play there, tenacious play by John, the wing back, the number 7. He's as tough as nails, kicks this ball forward. His brother is breaking at pace. That's Mark. Just taken off him there by Wimbrey, but won back by Mark. Brilliant play there by St. Pat's. There's been some great turnovers by both sets of sides this afternoon. Luke Nagel out in front of his man. That's good play by Luke. Hand passes it forward as far as Adam Daly. Adam trying to get out of a couple of would-be challenges there. One of those is Daniel Goff there. He fouls though. He's saying to Owen Morrissey, what was that free for? But Power takes it, goes back Knew that David Butler was in that position. Butler, is he going to go past Rory Wimbrey? Easier said than done, but Butler is a player who loves to take off and loves to take on defenders. Can St. Pat's finish with a score here? David Butler going forward, still Butler, blocked inside there. Once again it's the Oisin Power there back there in defence. He's been everywhere for De La Salle this afternoon, but just as I say, commentators curse on him because he gives away the ball. That's surely a foul in Ardevine. Yes, says the referee. St. Pat's win the free, but brilliant play by Oisin Power. Just as I said it, then he gave away possession. It's a free in for St. Pat's, which they'll be hoping to counteract and add on the score before half time. Teams, I'm sure, looking forward to the comfort of the dressing room at half time, and indeed the spectators, I'm sure, looking to maybe get a cup of tea or coffee at half time. We might even chance one ourselves at half time, but that one has gone wide on that occasion from the left leg of Mark Power. So first half that's really flown by here. Live coverage on Clubber TV, of course, all in association with Luke Glasgow Port Loriga. And of course tomorrow afternoon marks a big occasion for Clubber TV. It's our 100th game broadcast in Waterford this season tomorrow, when the relegation battle between Ryan and St. Saviour's takes place in Kill. So that's certainly something to look forward to tomorrow afternoon, and a great occasion. That's a pull back there. De La Salle trying to get on it quickly. Conor Keane inside as far as Quinlan Marr. They'll want to finish with a flourish and get more scores on the board. Still Quinlan Marr going forward. Seems to be pulled back there. Referee says play on. Quinlan Marr fails to get over the ball. Won back by St. Pat's momentarily. Adam Daly though just loses possession there. His arm was pulled, says the referee. Alex Pettit, the St. Pat's captain. It's good play by Alex. Outs, just over the head of Power there on that occasion. Big duel here between Power and Daniel Goff. Both players trying to pull it forward there, and Power just literally wrestles his marker to the ground there. That's Conor Keane, and Conor will be happy with that one. Diagonal ball. Dara Devine trying to win this foot race here with Luke Winkle. He's got 1-1 so far. Lovely pick up by Luke. Gets down over the ball. Knows then that Oisin Power is back in support. He's looked very comfortable. He's played very well in the De La Salle rear guard this afternoon. He's pulled back there again by Dara Devine. So free into St. Pat's, or for De La Salle I should say, excuse me. The 32 minutes are played in the opening half. A half that's really flown by here in Walsh Park. Route 1 from De La Salle. Push in the back though, as it says the referee. Yeah, push there on Alex Pettit by Conor Keane. I'm sure we'll hear that short whistle very, very shortly indeed from Owen Morrissey of Aaron Zone. And there we go, half-time whistle sounds here in Walsh Park. It's a half that's been dominated by De La Salle. A wind-assisted De La Salle. They were doing all the scoring in this opening half. St. Pat's have battled back, and they are battling well against a really strong breeze in the opening half, but 2-7 to 1-2. Luke Winkle and Dylan Quinlan Marr with the goals for De La Salle. They've got 1-1 apiece. Conor Keane has got 4 points, playing really well at centre half forward. Luke Nagel with the St. Pat's goal as both teams head for the dressing room. We've some ads coming up, and we'll be back with the second half of this Division 2 County Minor Football Final live here from Walsh Park. But to give you the half-time score, it's De La Salle 2 goals and 7 points, St. Pat's 1 goal and 2 points.
like to join the club or GAA community, earn some money for your club, and get state-of-the-art analysis for your team? If you're a player or a coach who wants an easy way to review and comment on match clips or analyse competitors' games, then check out Club or Coach. If you're a county board, videographer, or even a club that wants to maximise the revenue potential of the games you stream, we offer free services to run a paywall and video ads. If you're an expert analyst, check out our automated clip generator, which can eliminate a lot of your repetitive manual tasks, and you can focus your energy on capturing the real insights which help your teams improve and use your freed up time to help additional teams. If you'd like to join our growing Clubber community, please contact sales@clubbertv.com for a free trial or advice on the different packages we offer.
Ryle Oak, Bagenstown, Loughlin Bridge, Carlow Town. I've been driving this route for 20 years now. As a driver, you get to see the importance of these bus routes for people in the community. We really connect with the whole country. People use the service for their shopping, going to college, going to matches. They come to rely on us to get them where they want to be. We're also the official transport provider for Carlow GAA players and supporters. You get to know some familiar faces along the way, doing their daily routine or their weekly trips. It's nice to see a friendly smile to brighten up your journey. My name is Jimmy. I've been driving for JJ Kavanagh & Sons for 30 years.
Welcome to I Love My Club By, with me, your host, Seamus Barry, the podcast that gives you the insight into our local games of hurling and camogie. Join us as we take a look at some of the characters around the county on I Love My Club By.
Do you like to join the Club or GAA community, earn some money for your club, and get state-of-the-art analysis for your team? If you're a player or a coach who wants an easy way to review and comment on match clips or analyse competitors' games, then check out Club or Coach. If you're a county board, videographer, or even a club that wants to maximise the revenue potential of the games you stream, We offer free services to run a paywall and video ads. If you're an expert analyst, check out our automated clip generator, which can eliminate a lot of your repetitive manual tasks, and you can focus your energy on capturing the real insights which help your teams improve and use your freed up time to help additional teams. If you'd like to join our growing Clubber community, please contact sales@clubbertv.com for a free trial or advice on the different packages we offer.
Ryle Oak, Bagnallstown, Loughlin Bridge, Carlow Town. I've been driving this route for 20 years now. As a driver, you get to see the importance of these bus routes for people in the community. We really connect with the whole country. People use the service for their shopping, going to college, going to matches. They come to rely on us to get them where they want to be. We're also the official transport provider for Carlow GAA players and supporters. You get to know some familiar faces along the way, doing their daily routine or their weekly trips. It's nice to see a friendly smile to brighten up your journey. My name is Jimmy. I've been driving for JJ Kavanagh & Sons for 30 years.
Welcome to I Love My Club By, with me, your host, Seamus Barry, the podcast that gives you the insight into our local games of hurling and camogie. Join us as we take a look at some of the characters around the county on I Love My Club By.
Yes, you're very welcome back to Walsh Park, and we're almost ready to go for the start of the second half. Looking overhead at half time, there's certainly a few dark clouds over there, so I'm sure we'll see supper rain at some stage. De La Salle leading on that scoreboard by 2-7 to 1-2, so Owen Morrissey of Aaron Zone gets the second half underway, and away we go. 30 minutes to decide the destination of this year's County Minor Football Championship title. Is it going to be a double for De La Salle? Is it going to be a first title for St. Pat's? Here they go. De La Salle trying to start the second half in a flourish. Connor Keane inside as far as the corner forward. It's Jack Jacob. Jacob with the effort and a goal for De La Salle. Jack Jacob literally 17 seconds into the second half. Down they went. First attack and the ball nestles in the top corner of the net. Super finish by Jack Jacob. That's both corner forwards now have raised the green flag. And it's a third green flag for De La Salle. Not the start to the second half St. Pat's wanted, but there is that strong breeze there. But De La Salle looking very competent, looking very composed. None more so than Oisin Power breaking out with this ball. Rory Wimbrey. Oh, seemed to be off the ground there, was it, by Shawnee Flavin, with the referee? Didn't think so. Luke Nagel in as far as Tyke Flavin. Good move here by St. Pat's. Now, is there an end product? Adam Daly trying to get room to swing the leg at this one. Ball just overturned there. Rory Wimbrey wasn't reading that script and says, thank you very much. De La Salle break at pace. Daniel Goff over to 3 for De La Salle. Route 1 down the line as far as Connor Keane seemed to be pushing the back there. Referee says play on. Good play by Connor. Oh, chips it up a bit there. Very elegant skill there from De La Salle. Booted forward. Only down the throat of David Butler. Wins it back for St. Pat's. Hits the deck. Surely foul there. Referee was playing an advantage in fairness to Owen Morrissey. Still Butler going forward, puts boot to ball down the line as far as Adam Daly keeps in play there right on the sideline. He's fouled. Diagonal ball. St. Pat's will want to get scores on the scoreboard, but on what's a pretty grey afternoon now in Walsh Park, and bitterly cold as well out there, I must say. But as I said, both these teams giving it their all in the field in this live coverage here, live double header here from Walsh Park this afternoon on Clubber TV in association with Cummanlook Cascoil Port Lorga. It's the Division 1 minor football final coming up at 2:30 this afternoon. That is the clash of Galtier and indeed Balnacourty. Route 1 ball forward in as far as Luke Nagel. Luke Nagel scored a goal for St. Pat's in the first half. De La Salle win it back. Foul in there. And De La Salle just working the ball out. It's very patient from their point of view. Sam Cheevers on the ball now. He's had a big impact at midfield. Hannah Power thinking about going on there as one of the St. Pat's players. Seems to be in a little bit of bother. Colin Ryan doing his best to police Jack Jacob. That's easier said than done. Down as far as Quinlan Marr. Well read there by Micheál Byrne, the cornerback for St. Pat's. Oh, Dylan Quinlan Marr is lurking in there. De La Salle could have turned this over. Chance for De La Salle. Conor Keane boots it in. Goal for De La Salle, number 4. And it's Conor Keane off the left leg into the back of the net. 4-7 to 1-2. Huge score for De La Salle. St. Pat's just guilty of turning it over in their own half. And the ball finds its way past Éanna Drohan in the goal. There's the start of the rain here in Walsh Park. St. Pat's have a player on the deck. It looks like John Power, who's down. See John Jackson making his way up, the County Board Treasurer. And there's a couple of supporters down there underneath us trying to avoid the raindrops. So the ball from Éanna Drohan off his right leg goes long with this one. Adam Daly just getting a drop of water there. His dad Con, of course, involved in the backroom team. De La Salle going forward once again. Daniel Lawler. It's Dave made the early running in the second half at St. Pat's. You felt really needed those scores to really get themselves going in the second half. It's a free into De La Salle. Driving really rain and wind there, and certainly going to make things really, really difficult there. There's a few hailstones. Mentors trying to take shelter down there as well. The substitutes from De La Salle are making their way back. Ball inside there again. This one could be very, very dangerous if De La Salle can get their hands on it. St. Pat's Éanna Drohan is out off his goal line. Ball prodded forward back as far as Dylan Quinlan Marr, trying to literally walk the ball in there. St. Pat's pick it up and out they come. That's good play there by Alex Pettit. The team captain says, come on lads, let's keep going to the end. Down as far as Goff, the full back for De La Salle, does well to stay in play. Was the ball kept in? Adam Daly doing his best to battle there as well. Adam does well to win the free. Conor Keane there and Mark Power having a coming together. Diagonal ball. Shawnee Flavin off his right boot treads this one forward. De La Salle are back there in numbers though. Good play by De La Salle in the back line. Jack Douglas trying to win it. Booted forward but only down the throat of Shawnee Flavin. Wins it back for St. Pat's. Puts it on a plate then for Jake Tuddy. Got a point for St. Pat's in the opening half. In now as far as Dara Devine, they need to get a shot away at this one. Mark Power, he has a point so far. St. Pat's need goals though. Power inside as far as Luke Nagel. He got a goal in the first half. Seems to be met hard there and fair as it says the referee. Where's the ball gone? It's gone out and wide. Wide ball there. Luke Nagel dropping the ball out. Another substitution for De La Salle. This time it's Sean Burke who's going to come into the fray. There's hailstones, rain, wind down there at the minute now, making things really, really difficult indeed. I hope it's gone for the game at 2:30, but we'll worry about that when it comes around. Certainly far from ideal conditions now. It was given though, it was forecast. Free for De La Salle. Shawnee Flavin not too happy with that, just bounces the ball off the ground there, and a bit of frustration maybe creeping in. It's Ben O'Neill, the De La Salle cornerback, who's gone off there. He's battled hard. St. Pat's still trying to keep the pressure on, but they've just met a De La Salle team who've been in full performance here this afternoon right from the get-go. That's an outside of the boot effort there from Daniel Lawler, who's been really effective, but he pulls it on that occasion. Éanna Drohan goes long, breaking ball. Favours St. Pat's in as far as Owen Flavin, who's moved into the full forward line. Owen gets down over the ball, he's pushed in the back. St. Pat's getting on with it quickly. Dara Devine took that free as well. I think the referee has brought it forward there for a bit of dissent. 7 minutes gone in this second half. It's De La Salle, as you can see, well in control on that scoreboard. 4-7 to 1-2. 4 goals in county final day. Always going to be crucial. But they had that strong win in the first half, and certainly that was a big decision to win. They won that toss, went with the breeze. Effort comes in there from Shawnee Flavin and just walks away in frustration there because he knew that one was off target. That's very close to the sideline, the far over side. In fact, it has gone out, says Sean Hennebury, the linesman from Rathcormac. Rathcormac, of course, beaten last night by Stradbally. Big well done to the Reds. They were crowned County Junior B champions last night in St. Mollerans. Stradbally, of course, have that big relegation dogfight in the senior championship coming up this afternoon, taking on near neighbours Kilmac Thomas. That's coming up from around about 3 this afternoon. St. Saviour's on Ryan meeting in the second relegation battle tomorrow afternoon. Ball in as far as Dylan Quinlan Marr bends his back. 1-1 so far. Pulled to the deck there by Tig Flav, and Tig has moved back into defence for St. Pat's. Ball prodded down the line. Chance for De La Salle. Ball inside. Oh, well blocked down there was Jack Jacob at the efforts. Jack has a goal, of course, in this county final. Off as far as John Power. Colin Ryan gets the kick away. Down as far as David Butler. Butler steps inside that cover. That's good play by David. Still Butler going forward. They're pleading for steps there. Referee says play on. Still Butler very, very close to the sideline. And that's going to be a line ball. David Butler in frustration then I think boots the ball into the stand. But St. Pat's mentors claiming that was their line ball, but Desi O'Leary thought otherwise. So Daniel Goff is going to take this for De La Salle off his left leg. Good play by Daniel in as far as Wimbury. Daniel Lawler is the other runner off the shoulder, tries to bypass the challenge of David Butler. Still De La Salle lurking, and Daniel Lawler, he's been everywhere for him this afternoon. Into the corner in as far as Quinlan Marr. 1-1 so far for the corner forward off his left leg, looking for Conor Keane inside. Well read there by John Power. Got across it very well there, got a fist on it. Out as far as Shawnee Flavin and Mark Power. Down as far as Dara Devine. Good play by Dara, gets by a couple of initial challenges then, and then goes route one. St. Pat's need to get the ball into that inside line in as far as Owen Flavin. Seemed to be a push there on Owen, but Niall Dawson was there covering, doing well. Heads up football from De La Salle. Oisin Power has been very impressive this afternoon, just as I say it, though. Loses this one to Mark Power. Good play there, tenacious play by Mark, winning the ball, going forward. Seems to be pulled down. That's very excellent play there by Mark Power. Did well there because kept the pressure on Oisin Power without fouling. Won the free there as well, so he'll be happy with that. He's a good quality player who'll battle right to the bitter end, in fairness to him. But St. Pat's have had a great run in this championship. Of course, won their semi-final at Tramore last week. De La Salle being urged to get down over the ball. This time it's Daniel Goff. Eventually does that. Hand passes that outside. Can it reach the intended target of Luke Winkle? 1-1 for him so far. John Power does well. Chips it down the line as far as Shawnee Flavin. Battling hard with Goff. Flavin wins the free. Goes across as far as Mark Power, being urged to work the ball forward. In as far as Dara Devine. Dara's pass inside. Is he going to take the 1-2? Owen Flavin, man loose inside. Back with Dara Devine. Off the left leg. Oh, off the post. Very unlucky there from St. Pat's. Dara Devine had the effort. They deserved that one. It's Owen Flavin's effort. That's blocked inside again. Another chance. It's Tuddy's effort inside. Gathered by the keeper. Hennessy inside. Very close to the goal line. Can it be prodded in? Oh, how did that stay out? It's gone wide at the end of all of that. Jake Tuddy was lurking in there as well. Hennessy was there. Ball goes out, and I believe it's gone wide somehow. I thought the referee was maybe going to say it was a 45, but St. Pat's really, really unlucky. You really feel they deserved a goal. Certainly deserved a score out of that opportunity because they have battled hard, but they've met a De La Salle team that, as we mentioned, really from the throw-in that stamped their authority on this game. Of course, they won the hurling a couple of weeks ago, stopped Ballygunner from making it 6 in a row. Their first title since 2016, of course, at minor level. And they wanted to win this football to make it a year to remember for the De La Salle minor team, winning a hurling and indeed football title, although there's a long way to go. And that wind certainly is a factor. Thankfully the rain, though there is still a few drops falling. It has that heavy shower which we witnessed there a while ago seemed to have just faded away, as I see the teams from Galtier and Balnacourty making their way in, of course, just getting a view of the first game here. There'll be an action in the Division 1 final coming up live here on Clubber TV for around about 2:20 this afternoon. Galtier v Balnacourty. Luke Nagel for St. Pat's. Ball popped inside. De La Salle though there in numbers, doing well, reading the play, and it's off as far as Daniel Goff. Daniel Lawler. Now Luke Winkle. down the line. Lovely football here by De La Salle and Jack Jacob. Oh, well turned inside there, but good tackling there by Liam Jukes. Got his hands on Jacob Halloran, who kicked a point upon his introduction this afternoon. See one of our teams at Galtier making their way in behind the bank, as you can probably see behind the Keens Road goal there. David Butler just arguing something there with the referee, but De La Salle in turn kicking that ball away. Tyke Flavin working it out for St. Pat's, out as far as Dara Devine. John Power back to Dara. Good play by Dara. Good run here by David Butler. Is it? It's overcooked though, the pass. And Rory Wimbrey wins it back for De La Salle. He's looked very composed this afternoon. Off as far as his cornerback Niall Dawson, they're very composed, looking very comfortable on the ball, working the ball through the hands, and certainly have plenty of pace and energy as well. Colin Ryan did well, got his hand in there, overturns it for St. Pat's. Liam Jukes forward again. Goff just overturning it once again for De La Salle. Wimbrey far side, switches it across as far as Jack Jacob, getting there ahead of Colin Ryan, pulls on it first time in as far as Quillan Marr, fails to bend his bar. He's tripped there, felt the contact coming in there from Mihal Byrne, and that's going to be a free in for De La Salle. Yellow card for the cornerback. Effort comes in there from Connor Keane, who went off the ground with that one, but didn't get it on target. Disappointment for him, but he won't mind looking up at that scoreboard when he realises that De La Salle are still well in control. 4-7 to 1-2. We've around about a quarter of an hour to go here in Walsh Park. Thankfully that rain has eased off. Well taken by Dara Devine, claims that mark. Gets on with it quickly though, not hanging around. Shawnee Flavin. Shawnee just pushing the back there as he kicked that one. Alex Pettit looking for it again and getting it again inside as far as Nagel. That's Luke. Butler on the ball. That's David Butler with the effort. That looks good. It's high, it's over the bar. Great score there from David Butler. He's well capable of that. Has it in his locker. Got some great scores. A real leader in this St. Pat's campaign right throughout the championship in the lead up to this county final. Huge day for the club, and Butler gets his first score of the afternoon. They've deserved that for their last couple of attacks. 4-7 to 1-3. Looks like De La Salle are preparing another substitution down underneath us. That'll be made very shortly. You see, just getting a bit of word advice there from Eddie Mulligan, involved in the backroom team, of course, doing a lot of work for De La Salle in terms of football the last couple of seasons as well, and also PRO the club as well. So Eddie, no doubt, kicking every ball from the sideline. Oisin Power, ball given away though by De La Salle. Mark Power drives it back for Pats. There's a loose man inside. If they can get this in their hand, it's Adam Daly. Just took his eye off it. Still Adam, and Wimbrey got back there with another great tackle. Could well work out. Owen Flavin, if he can get down over the ball. Owen still there, has his back bent. Can he get down over it? Wimbrey comes across. De La Salle back there in numbers, and that's going to be a free out there to De La Salle. That was an opportunity there. Daly was in, just couldn't get room to swing the leg at that one. Tyke Flavin has been urged to push out from St. Pat's point of view. Seems to be back in kind of a loose role there from their point of view. But certainly I think St. Pat's have to just throw caution to the wind and just go for it now in the last maybe 13 or so minutes. Ball taken inside as far as Butler. Overturned once again by Sam Cheevers. He's been solid at midfield for De La Salle. Speaking of solidness, Rory Wimbrey has certainly been that too. And De La Salle, again, this time it's Daniel Goff, who we've mentioned an awful lot of times in the commentary today. He's certainly a contender for player of the match here this afternoon. Ball booted forward, picked up by John Power. Good play by John, who's battled hard for St. Pat's. Alex Pettit, the team captain, steps inside that cover there. Good play by Alex, trying to boot the ball forward there. De La Salle have it, or St. Pat's have it with Tyke Flavin. Tyke's ball though just going to be mopped up inside there by JJ Cahill. JJ though beaten to this one by Owen Flavin. Luke Nagel is in there lurking as well. Good play by Cahill, who just boots it out. Safety first from De La Salle's point of view. I see Fionn McGrath is going to come into the fray for De La Salle. Fionn, the son of Derek, of course, former Waterford manager. So Fionn is going to get his opportunity. Big player for De La Salle in the recent hurling win, of course, against Ballygunner. A huge win for the club that night. So Fionn McGrath makes his way on. I think that's De La Salle's fourth substitution. And the player making way, it looks like Jack Jacob is making way. So Jack, very productive afternoon for him. He got that goal in the second half. He'll be delighted with his contribution. Gets a word of encouragement there from the De La Salle management team. Joe Keane down there as well, dad of Connor. Ball drops in and it's gone out for a 45. Taken very quickly, Shawnee Flavin combining there with Mark Power. Almost didn't go to hand there, but may well work out. Back as far as Power. St. Pat's going forward, inside. De La Salle have the bodies back there. Snapshot there from Tig Flavin, and it's going to be a free. 45 block on it, says the referee. St. Pat's getting a few substitutions ready down there. I see Michael D. Beresford and also Owen Dennehy getting ready to enter the fray. So, mixture of all seasons here in Walsh Park this afternoon, with the sunshine out now, still quite cold. Here's the 1-2. St. Pat's getting on with this one quickly. Back as far as Alex Pettit. Good play by Alex off his left leg. Treads this one through, looking for Shawnee Flavin there. It's going to bypass Shawnee, but may well reach Luke Nagel in the corner. Got that goal in the first half for St. Pat's. That's going to be a line ball. And two Pats very, very close to the end line there. Owen Flavin going to take this one off his left leg. 4-7 to 1-3. Around about 10 minutes to go here in Walsh Park. Two De La Salle players go for the ball. No communication. They're going to be punished by St. Pat's, so they're going to be punished by Mark Power, who gets his second point of this county final. Got a free in the first half. That's the first to come from play. They're battling, in fairness to St. Pat's, and they're certainly not throwing in the towels. One thing these guys won't do. Owen Dennehy just seem to have had the wrong jersey number on there. And Michael D. Beresford also going to come into the fray as well. And Jake Tutty is making away. And looks like Luke Nagel is also making his way off. I'm not sure where the second St. Pat's substitution is. Yeah, it is Luke Nagel who's making his way off. Of course, he got that goal in the first half. So Jake Tutty and Luke Nagel are coming off, and De La Salle are also making another substitution with Jack Douglas, who's come off. Luke Nagel making his way off for St. Pat's. Didn't quite catch who came on there for De La Salle. We'll try and bring you that one as soon as possible. Prodded forward by Lawler. That's Daniel Lawler. De La Salle trying to literally go forward there, trying to keep it on the ground there. Tig Flavin overturned at a critical juncture as well. If De La Salle can get this in their hand, could be dangerous. Connor Keane, lovely footwork by Connor. 4 points so far. Still Connor Keane. He'd love to add one from play, and he's going to do that. What a score that is from Connor Keane. Punches the air with delight because he knew that one was on target. Stepped inside there and put the ball over the bar. It's Luke Staunton is on for De La Salle as well in place of Jack Douglas. That's their latest. I think that's their final substitution as well, as we enter the final 10 minutes or so here in Walsh Park. Kick out is going to come from Jack Hennessy. Ian Drowan, the St. Pat's goalkeeper, excuse me. Looking at the wrong teams there. Mark Power. Daya off the outside of the right boot. In as far as Flavin. Cahill though wins it back. Flavin though does well. Battling hard there. They've had a good duel in fairness to Owen Flavin and JJ Cahill. JJ Cahill being urged to get back into his position by the De La Salle mentors. Here's Rory Wimbry trying to win it back for De La Salle. Ball prodded forward. Connor Keane. Oh, lovely bit of skill there by Connor. Just literally chips it up to himself. Tig Flavin after him. Tig did well there to intercept Connor Keane. Referee playing an advantage. Shawnee Flavin has it. In as far as David Butler. Could be an opening here for St. Pat's. Here's Butler. Oh, it's not even going to go wide inside as far as Michael D. Beresford inside there trying to win it back. St. Pat's still battling away. 4-8 to 1-4-8 trail. Ball goes in and it goes wide. Just sums up the afternoon and disappointment for St. Pat's. 8 minutes to go here in Walsh Park. And this kick is going to come from Jack Hennessy. Looks like we have another stoppage there in play. A referee has spotted something. He's just getting the players out behind that, outside that 13-metre line. Jack Hennessy goes long. St. Pat's trying to get their hands on this one. It's well turned over there. Mark Power just swung back there by Wimbrey. Fairness to St. Pat's, the last couple of minutes they haven't given up the ghost. They've battled away. Breaking ball here seemed to be handled on the ground there momentarily by Jake O'Halloran, but the referee is closer than we are. Mark Power, 45 metres out. Mighty belt of the ball by Mark Power. It'll be a fair score if it goes over. That is a massive score by Mark Power. Number 3 for him. He certainly hasn't thrown in the towel. Neither have St. Pat's. In fairness, in this last couple of 5-10 minutes, they've got their hands on the ball, and that's a superb kick by Mark Power. Big win for Portlaw in the Junior Camogie final in the SETU Arena. 4-11 to 2 points. They've beaten Abbey side, so Portlaw, as predicted, make the step up to intermediate for next season, so no doubt they'll enjoy that one this evening. Line ball in the far over side to St. Pat's. 54 minutes gone. Reminder, the Division 1 final follows this game at 2:30. That is the meeting of Galtier and Balnacourty. Back as far as Alex Pettit. Good play by St. Pat's. Alex has possession. Ball just momentarily almost went astray, but recovered well by David Butler. St. Pat's going forward. Shawnee Flavin literally on his hands and knees. Free out to De La Salle, who will be in no particular hurry with this one. The first half that they really dominated and set the standard. Those goals from Luke Winkle and Dylan Quinlan-Marr in the first half, added to as well in the second half by Jack Jacob, of course, and netting a superb goal. Butler off his right leg, trying to look for the runners inside, but again you can just see the wind as well, just carrying that ball as well harmlessly out over the end line and wide. So 4-8 to 1-5 on that scoreboard. It's all De La Salle, but in fairness to St. Pat's, they've battled away. De La Salle are preparing what looks like now their final substitution. It's Daniel Murphy, who looks like he's entering the fray. Good play by Dara Devine. In as far as Mark Power. Just took his eye off of there, and the pass sort of telegraphed there on that occasion, and De La Salle go in pursuit of more scores. Daniel Lawler has possession. He's going forward. Tyke Flavin comes across the challenge. Good play by Daniel. In as far as Conor Keane, shown well out in front of his man all afternoon. This time it's Colin Ryan. Try to keep the pressure on him. Conor Keane. Colin Ryan did well. Got a hand on that. What a block that is. Lovely bit of skill there by Conor Keane. Lovely chip up as well by the centre forward. Still Conor Keane going forward. Still De La Salle. Ball eventually booted clear there by St. Pat's. Rory Wimbrey bypasses Rory and indeed Mark Power. De La Salle with the bodies back there. One of those is Oisin Powers. Looked very confident this afternoon. Not as far as Sean Burke getting his hands on the ball. Down as far as Quinlan Marr battling hard there with Micheál Byrne. Byrne trying to win this foot race here. Gets down over this ball. Good play by the corner back there, and he's gone out over the line, says Sean Hennebury. So that substitution is going to be made. It's Daniel Murphy who's coming in. Gets a warm round of applause there as well from the De La Salle substitutions, and it's Luke Winkle who's making his way off. He got 1-1 this afternoon in this county final. He's going to enjoy that one. From that line ball, harmlessly out over the end line and wide. 57 gone now, and looks like De La Salle are going to be preparing and going to be accepting that trophy from Sean Michael O'Regan, the county board chairman. We will be bringing you that post-match presentation as well live afterwards. De La Salle have this line ball, just Shawnee Flavin just losing his footing there. Just a bit of frustration from St. Pat's point of view, but they have battled really, really hard. They've had a great run in this championship, of course. Shawnee Flavin tackling Conor Keane. Ball is out over the line. Conor pleading his innocence there, but Desi O'Leary says line ball for St. Pat's. Shawnee Flavin just been told there, of course, he can't take this one from inside the field. Alex Pettit goes long. Daniel Goff bypasses Daniel. In as far as Mark Power. Mark goes route one. Can St. Pat's get a couple of scores to finish inside? Michael D. Beresford comes in. Goalkeeper comes out. Good play by Jack Hennessy, and Jack, safety first, goes route one out over the line ball on the far over side. Desi O'Leary, I think, is indicated there. Additional 2 minutes is 2 minutes of additional time added on by Owen Morrissey from Aaron's Zone. Dara Devine to Butler, in as far as Flav, and just taken off him there, booted out by Delasal in the end, gone out for a 45. So just a reminder, confirmation there of the 2 minutes additional time. Reminder as well, tomorrow, big afternoon, historic afternoon for Clubber TV. It's our 100th game that has been broadcast in Waterford since Clubber started streaming games since August. So since August with the hurling, of course. So the 100th game live in Clubber tomorrow is the relegation battle between Onryan and St Saviours. This one comes in. What an effort that was by Dara Devine, outside of the right boot and wide. If that one had gone into the top corner, I think we'll be talking about it for a while, but unfortunately from his point of view, right and wide, Daniel Goff makes his way up. He's had a very good afternoon, the number 3 for Delasal. He's underage again next year. Certainly is Delasal, the sheer strength of them as well. They're certainly a big team. They're well able to play football as well. Dylan Quinlan Marr looks like he's carrying a bit of an injury. Another chance for Delasal. They could finish with a flourish. Ball across to Conor Keane. Conor fails to get over this one, and St. Pat's of bodies back there, and the ball is booted clear. Daniel Goff comes across the challenge here. He does well to win it, getting there ahead of Owen Dennehy. Good play by Goff inside as far as Sam Cheevers. He'd love to get his name on the score sheet. Delasal trying to finish with a flourish here. The kick comes in eventually, and the kick has gone over the bar. A super score there by, I think it's Sean Keane, is it? Or Jake O'Halloran on the far side. It's the second point for Jake. Super score by him. He's looked very sharp upon his introduction. St. Pat's preparing a substitution. It's Luke Murphy who's entering the fray for the final few minutes, and it's Dara Devine who's making his way off. Quinlan Marr took the pass there from Conor Keane. They've looked very composed. They're throwing the ball around up in the forward line as well, and they're going to finish with more scores here as well. Chance for Delasal, ball inside. What a save by Ada Drowan. Did well there to deny Jake O'Halloran. Got his foot down to it. Good save there by the St. Pat's number 1. Back as far as Quinlan Marr again. He's been fouled there by Mark Power. Ball seemed to be kicked up against Mark then. I think the referee maybe ought to throw this one in. Not sure what's going to happen here. I think he's calling for the ball. The 2 minutes of additional time, we're well into that at this stage anyway. 61 minutes on the clock. 4-9 to Delasal, 1-5 to St. Pat's. So ball going to be thrown in. The sunshine is now out in Walsh Park. We had a couple of showers earlier on. It's still quite windy out there. Certainly that's going to play a factor in the second game here this afternoon. Ball booted forward. Delasal, Sean Burke back there, but David Butler looks like he's going to win this foot race, and he has. David Butler elects to just keep bringing the ball forward, going forward, not going to bend his back. Still Butler going forward. In the end, Delasal are back there. Plenty of bodies, plenty of numbers, and working this ball out. No better man to do so than JJ Cahill. Off his right boot, boots it forward. Wimbrey trying to pick it up, does well. Off his right leg, just right down. Quinlan Marr was making a run there. Tyke Flavin comes out with a ball. Good play for Tyke. From Tyke, even a guy who's just under 14 this year, of course, so he's another couple of years at under 17 level, so he finds that touch, as they say, on the far side of the bank. Nobody there to retrieve that football. I think one of the stewards now is racing out to get that, but one of the St. Pat's, I think it's actually Noel Power who's over there in the far overside, involved in the backroom team, of course. But they'll be happy with their year. In fairness, St. Pat's in the Division 2 hurling championship were playing in a really competitive grade, and certainly took great learnings from that. And in the football championship as well, reaching the county final, a huge occasion for the club this afternoon against a really star-studded and well-drilled Delasal side. But St. Pat's never gave up the ghost and certainly can be pleased with their efforts. But it's all about Delasal this afternoon, and certainly very deserving county champions. They're just waiting for that full-time whistle now to complete the double, and the double is complete from Delasal. Full-time whistle goes. They are the Division 2 minor football champions for 2022. 4-9 to 1-5. It was competent, it was convincing, and it was composed from Delasal all afternoon. A nice bit of sportsmanship there from Joe Keane and indeed Eddie Mulligan just consoling and commiserating there with Colin Dunford, Lee Hayes and Olivia Butler there as well. Greeting each other. So victory for De La Salle. Do indeed stay tuned. We will be bringing you the post-match presentation very, very shortly indeed. But it's victory for De La Salle in this Division 2 County Minor Football Championship final here this afternoon. They have beaten St. Pat's here in Walsh Park. Full-time score, De La Salle 4 goals and 9 points. St. Pat's 1 goal and 5 points. Thanks for watching. Sean, will you just wait? He comes down with that camera.
Do you like to join the club or GAA community? Earn some money for your club and get state-of-the-art analysis for your team. If you're a player or a coach who wants an easy way to review and comment on match clips or analyse competitors' games, then check out Club or Coach. If you're a county board, videographer, or even a club that wants to maximise the revenue potential of the games you stream,
a coifiige agus a go na Lú Clasquail, Fort Lariga, Falteam, Rovan, Shuck, Parky, Brannock, agus Valum, Trace, Lou, Lesh and Gaw Club. Ladies and gentlemen, delighted to have so many people here today for the Minor Football Division 2 final. A great contest was had, but unfortunately, I suppose, like everything, there has to be a loser. And for today, St. Pat's obviously came up a little bit short, but I know there's some great work being done in the area of St. Pat's with all the clubs that are up there, and I wish that to continue. Fair play to the mentors and for the parents and everybody. Today, probably goals win matches, as I say, and you probably came up a bit short in that front today. Just before I go to De La Salle, just a couple of thank yous on behalf of the county board. I'd like to sincerely thank all our referees, umpires and linesmen. This is a very, very busy time, as you know, with regards to all the football games that are to be played. Some of the linesmen that are here are going to be doing more games later on today in the afternoon, as well as the referees the same tomorrow. So I'd like to sincerely thank all our officials for doing the games, so well done on that. To our sponsors, JJ Kavanagh's, who have been with us, as you know, for many years. Without sponsors, it's going to be very, very difficult, so I'd like to thank them on that. But today is about De La Salle. I'm not going to delay much longer. Just sincere congratulations to De La Salle, a fabulous club in the heart of the city, doing great work at underage and indeed adult level. And again, fair play to everybody for, again, their coaches, their mentors for that. So well done to De La Salle, and it gives me great pleasure now to present the captain, to Rory Winbury of De La Salle. Well done.
He's a voice cam, so we're join cam.
Two either. Why don't you just hang on to there? We just this lad here, does he want another one there? Yes!
First of all, I'd just like to thank all the lads, all the mentors for sticking with us for the year. Don, Joe, Lee and Eddie. So just a boot of us for them. And Don Lawler as well. And I'd just like to say thanks to the younger lads as well of the team for stepping in when we had a few short numbers, just filling up the place. Did well. We train hard for this. Proud day for the club, the double hurling and the football. And I'd like to say thanks to St. Pat's for a good game, lads. Unlucky on the day, it didn't happen. So three cheers for St. Pat's. Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! And this one goes out to Pat and Jack Tiumi, who are in Albufeira right now on a beach sipping.
Well done, lads.
There ain't hurting.
It's terrible. Looking to stay on the bench.
You're in there. Oh, it's perfect. James is the cameraman. He's down there. So
Okay. He'll find me. Is that it?